This tutorial will show you several unconditional analyses that will aid the creation of both conditional and unconditional forecasts. You will use these to explore historical data, validate your forecasts, and evaluate the accuracy of your predictions. Click the Network, Explore, and Scenarios buttons on the ribbon. Click Unconditional Probabilities. The Network button indicates to the software that you want to view the analyses within the context of the network. Explore selects the historical gains and losses from the time period 10/15/2014 to 04/15/2015. Unconditional probabilities sets the type of analysis displayed under each node. Notice that the labels for the histogram are identical to those set in the analysis properties. The probabilities are the proportion of the daily gains and losses falling within each interval. For example, the U.S. market declined between 3 and 1% for 7% of the days during the period. Note, no large gains or losses occurred between 10/15/2014 and 04/15/2015. Click the Scenarios button on the ribbon. Click Unconditional Expectations. The expectations are calculated as the average of the observations within each interval. For example, the average of all medium losses is 1.5%. When no observations fall within an interval, the lower interval edge is assigned as the value of the expectation. In this case, no large losses occurred during the period, and large losses include the interval from -10 to -3%. Therefore, -10 is set as the default expectation. As you will see in creating unconditional forecasts, the historical unconditional probabilities and expectations are set as the default forecasts for SPY. Click Statistics. The summary statistics describe the daily percentage gains and losses or returns of the U.S. market over the period. For example, the largest loss was 1.8%, and the largest gain was 2.5%. The annual statistics annualize the mean and standard deviation. These can be easier to interpret than the raw daily statistics. Click Charts on the ribbon. Prices shows the historical prices for each node plotted over time. Returns displays the daily percentage gains and losses plotted over time. Cumulative returns simulates the cumulative value of a $100 investment in each node starting at the beginning of the historical period. The returns are compounded daily and plotted over time. Rolling standard deviation calculates the standard deviation over the number of days set in the rolling period parameter. In this case, the standard deviation is calculated for each 30-day subperiod within the historical period and plotted against the ending date within each subperiod. This tutorial showed you several unconditional analyses that aid the creation of both conditional and unconditional forecasts. In the next tutorial, you will learn how to create unconditional forecasts.